Welcome to today's video, and in this video we'll be creating our own personalized budget based on our net pay in biweekly periods. That net pay will be distributed based on different categories within our spending plan. If you find this video useful, please like it and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment in the below area. In order to get started, please follow the directions to access this file through the description of this video. Once you download and open the file, you'll be greeted with this directions page. You can see there's only a few steps to initially get started, and there are a few steps just to continue using this program. In our first step, we're going to open up the Budget tab in the bottom left-hand corner. And the purpose of a budget is to account for every dollar that we own, and we are going to allocate it based on our needs and our wants. So just to get started, I have $50 in my wallet. I'll put $50 next to wallet or purse. And then I'll give each of our different checking, savings, and credit card accounts a specific name. Don't worry if you only have one account of each, you could leave the other blank. I have one checking account, and my checking account is with Bank of America. I only have one checking account, but I have two savings accounts. One is at Chase Bank, and the other is at a credit union. I have two credit cards. I have an American Express, and I have a Chase credit card. Now that we filled out those fields, next thing we'll do is enter our starting balances for each of those accounts. I'll click on the Checking Accounts tab on the bottom. Today's date is the 14th. And under starting balance, my Bank of America checking account has $1,500 in it. I don't have a second checking account. If I did, I would do the same thing there. I'll go to my savings accounts. And today's the 14th. My Chase Bank has about $5,000 in it. My credit union has about $500 in it. Next, we'll go to our credit cards. And today, my American Express balance is about $500. Please note that anytime we are entering a credit card transaction, we are increasing our liabilities or decreasing our net worth. What that means is that we're just going to enter most of our transactions as negative numbers unless they're payments, which will be positive numbers. My Chase credit card has a balance of $100. Now that all our accounts have a starting balance, let's go over to our spending plan, and we're going to enter how much we collect after taxes, after benefits, our net take-home pay biweekly. So twice a month, what is your paycheck? Mine is about $2,500. I'll type that in, hit enter, and you can see all of these other fields populate. What will happen eventually is every time we get a paycheck, $250 will go into our transportation category, $125 will be dedicated to medical bills, and so on. We could change these categories. Feel free to click on it and rename it as you see fit. For example, I'm going to change this blank category here. I'll make that music needs. And maybe we're saving up for an instrument or music lessons, so I will dedicate 5% of my take-home pay, or about $3,000 a year, to my music needs. You could see in the upper right-hand corner, I only have 100% to spend, and I'm 5% over that. It says too high. So I need to deduct a cumulative of 5% from other categories. I'll reduce my transportation by 3%, and I'll reduce my entertainment and recreation by 2%. At this stage, everything is balanced. Feel free to change these percentages based on your own needs or desires. Now let's go into our budget and start allocating funds. The total of all of our savings and checking accounts, minus our credit cards, is about $6,400. So we have to dedicate where we want to start. We have $6,450 to spend, So perhaps I will start with my rent and mortgage and put $6,000 towards there. So of my total net worth at this point in time, I will dedicate $6,000 to a mortgage or a down payment, which leaves me $450 left, which I'll put $250 towards transportation, and the remaining $200 I will put towards food. At this stage, the total amount I have allocated in each of my funds matches the total amount I have available in all of my accounts. The initial setup is now complete. Let's walk through the steps on how to maintain this going forward. One thing that we'll do is every paycheck that we get, if we go over here to paycheck number, and for our first paycheck, I'm going to type number 1 and hit enter. Just keep an eye on each of these fields. And you can see that they all increased by the same amount that we said that they would in our spending plan. So transportation went up $175, food went up $250, and so on. You could see food is $200, but after one paycheck, it goes to $450. If I were to buy groceries today for $100, my total would go down for food, and that's how that would work. Every paycheck we get, we'll just keep increasing this paycheck number by 1. You can see here that we have a negative $2,500 in our budget. Whenever we make a transaction going forward, it must be in 2 places. So if we got paid, we have to go into our checking accounts, and under Bank of America, I'm going to put that we got a paycheck today of $2,500, and you could see my budget is now balanced. Whenever we make transactions, they must go in 2 places. If I got paid again, I'm going to put paycheck number 2. All of my funds go up, but I also have to allocate $2,500 and say where that is coming from. Say if I got paid at the end of the month, everything's balanced out. So that's what happens when we get paid. Let's talk about when we spend money. Let's say that I buy gas tomorrow. That comes from my transportation fund, and it cost me $50 to fill up my tank. My total balance went from $600 to $550, and I have to put this in another location. You could see we're off by a sum of $50. I'm going to go into my credit card accounts, and I put this on my Chase credit card. So today's the 15th. I'm going to type gas over here, and I'm going to put minus 50. Anytime we have a transaction on a credit card, it's negative unless we are entering in a payment. If we go back to budget, you could see everything is now balanced. Speaking of payments, let's say we go into credit cards and we want to pay off this American Express balance. I'm going to type tomorrow, maybe I'll pay it off. I'll type in payment of $500. So my balance on that American Express card is now 0, but that's one transaction. I have to also put it somewhere else. In order to pay that American Express bill, it's coming from my checking account. So I'll put payment of American Express minus 500. So the balance of my checking account went down. Perhaps I paid this also at the end of the month. And we could see everything is still balanced. What if I want to give somebody a gift? I could go over to my miscellaneous expenses. Perhaps it's a wedding gift, birthday gift, and I only have $100 saved. That's how I split everything up in my spending plan. So let's say I'm just going to give somebody a quick gift, maybe a $25 gift card. I have $100 to spend, so I'll be giving somebody $25 as a gift. My total amount in that category went down to $75. You could see I spent $25 in that category, so I need to account for that somewhere else. I'm going to take that away from my checking account. gift to mom, we'll say, minus $25. You could see everything is balanced. And we'll do one more transaction. Let's say that I get paid again. So this is my third paycheck now. All of my categories went up. I'm going to go into my checking account. Perhaps this is on the 15th of January. So I'm accounted for that. All of my balances went up. And I'm going to be doing some traveling. So I bought airplane tickets. That cost me $500. My entertainment balance went down by $500. And I have to put that $500 somewhere else. I bought my tickets on my American Express credit card. So I'm going to put airline tickets. And you could see my American Express balance is now $500. Everything is balanced. You could see a quick snapshot of how much you have in each of your accounts. And let's just do one if you have money on hand. Perhaps you went to a football game and you spent $10 on a hot dog. Put that under under our food category. And I'm going to subtract the amount of money I have in our wallet or purse by $10, so that's $40. Everything is still balanced. I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe, and consider leaving a comment below. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.